It's a city where anything can happen, so what could go wrong or right as I hit up LA Unscripted? We live in the best city in the world, and there is no shortage of things to discover and do and explore. So why not do it together? Hi everyone, I'm Dana Devin, and welcome to my chill zone. I thought we could just hang out for half an hour, so pull up a beanbag, because there's a lot I've got to share.
At Self-Help Graphics, we like to say that art is life. It is the food that you eat, it's the clothes that you wear, it is our culture, it is our heritage. Self-Help Graphics is a cultural gem here in Boyle Heights in East LA. It's a Chicano legacy organization that has really been a part of the story of the Chicano community locally, regionally, nationally, and is very much a space for creative community expression over the last 49 years. You know, people have gotten married at Self-Help Graphics. There's been quinceañeras, there's been baby showers, and it's really the kind of place that's a cultural anchor for people. You know, we are stewards of Day of the Dead, for example, as a tradition here in Los Angeles, but really on a national level. Boyle Heights as a community is one of the most densely populated in the city of Los Angeles. It is a community that is mostly renters and is very much low income, Latino, a lot of immigrants. This is a community that has been historically and systemically under-resourced, under-supported. Sister Karen Bocalero, a rough around the edges Franciscan nun, who was an artist, co-founded Self-Help Graphics with Carlos Bueno, Antonio Ibanez, and really understood that there was a need for a creative space, for the community to have space to create work, to work together collaboratively.
So today, let's start off by making a print. I have the LA Unscripted logo,
This is
kind of
so
matched up with the
exciting.
Self-Help Graphics logo, and we're gonna go ahead and have you print this for us today.
So when you come into Self-Help Graphics, there's artists in the studio working on prints. There's going to be an exhibition in the gallery space. Sometimes we have our youth programs here, after-school program, and of course, always artists working on different projects.
Okay, so what is the first step in printing?
The first step is inking the screen. So if you can see this is a polyester screen with a stencil on it, and we're gonna pour a little bit of water-based ink right on it. So we'll lift the screen up, pull that paper off, and we have this.
LA Unscripted printed paper?
Great job.
This is so cool.
When you go through our inventory of prints that are created over the past 5 decades, you really get to see that story told from so many different perspectives, and not just through a Chicano or Latinx lens, but through the artists of LA, artists from all over the country who are speaking to their own communities, their own lived experiences. And that's such an important part when you have a community that is seeing itself visually reflected back to itself.
I really love this. I think our viewers are really gonna love it. So I'm just gonna need maybe like, I don't know, 1,000 more? Okay,
Let's do it.
Unique finds. I'd say that's kind of our specialty. Kind of like this backyard glamping experience by Wonder Tent Parties. And to be honest, every show, even I learn about something new and love it, like this gem from Jasmine Simpkins.
All right, guys, I found a new hair salon right here in Santa Monica called Chateau Beauty Bar, and they're getting ready to give me a new do.
Chateau Beauty Bar is an inclusive salon who caters to men, women, children, you name it. Just come in here and experience the experience. We serve wine, Snoop Dogg wine, AKA my dad. We got his rosé and his 19 crimes, so you can come in here and take a little shot, whatever you want to do. Take a sip, have a good time, relax, and get pampered. It's a family business, of course, so it's my brother, his wife, Sophia, me, Wayne, Carla, and our sister-in-law, Lucia. My middle brother, Cordell, brought us. He came to our parents' house one day and was like, I got a salon. I'm like, okay, congrats. You know, and he was like, it is called Chateau Beauty Bar, which is named after my second niece. And he just really loved how me and my business partner, Wayne, did our business, you know, which is called Chalk Factory. He loved how we branded it and how dedicated we were. And he was like, y'all should come and sell at our beauty bar. I'm like, okay, cool. And then as time went on, he was like, no, forget that. Wayne, you running point, Corey, you running point, and we just finna have this family business. We pretty much do everything. We have the best stylists, I think, in Santa Monica. We definitely do sew-ins, we do locks, we do silk press.
Dad's hair is always laid.
Oh, always.
Has he been in here and got his hair done?
He hasn't been in here yet, but he needs to come get in here ASAP.
Yeah, it's a high-end salon, but if you want to walk in, if you want to call in, we're very inclusive and we love to accommodate to everybody. Our slogan is Chateau Beauty Bar, pampering from head to toe. So in the spring, summertime, we're going to bring in nails. We're going to start bringing in microblading, lashes.
It's a family business, but how does it feel for you having this salon and having something that you can call your own?
It's a major, major blessing. And I feel like in life, you just kind of have to go for it. Like, I feel like so many people are like, you shouldn't do this, you should do that. Well, you should do whatever you want to do because you never know what the outcome may be.
We love the Santa Monica area. People that walk by, they love us. They even just say, I've been looking at you guys for a minute, like, congrats. It's just the best feeling in the world. Just getting phone calls. People don't even want to book. They just want to congratulate us and welcome us to the city.
Do you have some secret faves? Well, you know, sharing is caring, so email us and let us know at launscripted@ktla.com.
Los Angeles is so spread out, and people don't know much about certain areas of the city that are important. Boyle Heights, it has a great long history of multiculturalism. One of the first multicultural neighborhoods in Los Angeles. You had African Americans, Jewish Americans, Mexican Americans. They call it the Ellis Island of the West Coast.
What year are we talking?
This is turn of the century into the 20s, but also there's a rich musical history here.
When we look around, we're at the Paramount. I've learned a lot about the Paramount. I keep saying if these walls could talk.
In 1939, the famous jazz musician Basie, one of the architects of big band jazz, played here. And he crossed the color barrier. African American could only play in South Central. In the 50s, Celia Cruz, Tito Puente, the Salsa Stars. And in the 60s, Stevie Wonder, the East Side Sound of East Side bands. They were very popular in the mid-60s, like Cannibal the Headhunters.
What do you think it is about the space and its location in Boyle Heights?
Well, it's right in the center. Mott and now it's Cesar Chavez. No other ballrooms like this.
And how cool to have a building that's nearly 100 years old,
right,
still standing,
right,
and breathing in new energy, right?
Right.
And what's downstairs? Brooklyn Avenue Pizza Co.? So how does that come into play?
Well, the owner, Frank Acevedo, he wanted to open a restaurant downstairs. People could dance up here and party and then go down and have some pizza.
Damn. Chef George, for you, the experience, I look behind, I see all of this dough, I see the big old oven. What's the experience like being here?
It's very fun, actually. I always treat my dough as a canvas. We're making it from scratch. It's a 4-day fermentation. It really dedicates to what this building used to be, which was a Jewish Bakers Union. And to be able to make dough from scratch and home, it really represents the past to the future and the present.
You were mentioning that in the 90s, the Paramount and everything within the Paramount evolved, shut down, changed. Was there a moment that you did not think the Paramount would ever come back to what it was?
Yeah, I wrote an article in the LA Times about Boyle Heights, and I wrote about the Paramount Ballroom and its history, the neighborhood, you know, the multiculturalism of it. And Frank, the new owner, got a hold of it and called me up and said, hey, I want you to come on board and let's see if we can resurrect.
Come to the Paramount, come check it out, check the website out, and come grub with me. I'll be here all day, every day. Salud, salud.
And we are just getting started. We have got a lot more for you to add to your to-do list. Grab a drink and meet me back here. Deal? sunshine all year round. I'd say we have it pretty good living here in Southern California, and sometimes you don't even need to leave your backyard for a good time. Take a look at what Wonder Tent parties did to my backyard. Isn't this amazing?
So you don't have to travel far for this experience. Wonder Tent parties will come to you. We'll help you get it all set, have a great time, and create a memory that lasts a lifetime. First, we start with our sleepovers, which are indoor, normally for kids sort of 15 and under. Outside, we do what we call a glamp out, which is a glamping tent, big Wonder Dome that you'll see, under the stars. We also have a dining experience, so the opportunity to actually dine under the stars, and that's a movie night under the stars, which has been so important during COVID to get back to the movies and see something on a big screen. So we sit under the stars, really comfy beanbag chairs, popcorn and the lot.
But after the glamp, if you need the go, then check out what's happening in another part of town. Liberty, you're up.
You're saying that you're using mushrooms to create some sort of leather that feels and looks like leather.
That's exactly what we do. I am David Breslauer, and I'm a co-founder and chief technology officer of Bolt Threads. My background is in bioengineering, and I became obsessed with natural materials and how to engineer them.
Okay, so let's do a little name dropping. You've worked with some pretty iconic global brands out there. Stella McCartney.
I have to give Stella McCartney the biggest credit of all, as she came and found us first before we found her. She has been a huge proponent of environmentalism and veganism for a long time now. But we've been fortunate as well to be working with Adidas and to have shown their Stan Smith Classic with Milo.
So you can literally just take this mushroom leather and dye it all different colors and emboss it, or, you know, make it look like a different animal print.
Absolutely. We can do all the same things you can do with normal leather. We focus on mushroom roots, are called mycelium, and we grow those in a way that can produce something as durable and aesthetically pleasing as leather without all the environmental destruction. People love leather. They love the way it feels on their skin. They love the way it feels when they move. It's durable. The problem is the way we make leather now involves scaling cows. We make more land for more cows, slaughter more cows, make more leather, and we can't keep clothing the population and everybody who loves leather by making more cows. What we've done is figure out how to grow these, and in days rather than years as it would take to grow livestock, you can grow these roots into a structure. It's like a mushroom skin almost.
What's the benefit of going with the mushroom leather over the pleather?
Pleather, it's made from plastic, made from petroleum. It doesn't quite have the same aesthetics, and it's also from oil and non-biodegradable.
Is this available on the marketplace? Is it just starting to take off?
And it's just starting to take off. You can go to Lululemon's website and buy yoga bags made with Milo. We have walked many items in Fashion Week. We continue to show demos and expect a lot of launches and a lot of things you can buy in 2022 as we ramp up production.
Thank you so much for creating such an innovative material that really will truly help the environment and, you know, all of humanity.
Interested in fitness, food, arts, or just plain bored? Well, when it comes to the long list of must-dos in LA, Unscripted's got you covered.
There's a fun new restaurant in downtown LA, but it's more than just a restaurant. It's more of an experience. And I'm taking my bike to get there.
Well, if you get back to the essence of it, motorcycles are cool. They've been cool for a very long time, which is why they're in films and adverts and pop videos. And motorcycle culture is a thing that a lot of people relate to, even if they don't ride. And it has a community. And that community isn't always very well served. Quite often motorcycle venues are spit and sawdust, and you don't get a great experience. And so they're not really attractive to people that think bikes are cool but don't ride. So we wanted to create a space that celebrated moto culture and moto people.
The bike shed is a home for people that love bikes and the people that love bikes to come and meet other like-minded people in a beautiful setting.
LA is arguably the natural cultural home for motorcycle culture.
You are going to take us on quite the tour. I'm very excited. Where are we going to start?
We're going to start right here at the bar. It's the best place to start. Lovely bar, no TVs, and then follow me around here. Lovely lounge. Our sofas are all brought from London. We've got a 3-chair tattoo studio, 4-chair barber shop, so you can come and get ink, get a trim, hang out.
Tell me about your bike parking.
So literally the whole place is for bike parking. So we're going to have valet for cars, but I love the fact you can rock up, park your bike, sit here, have food, have a drink, and just see everybody come rolling in. And obviously this is Dutch, and my husband and I riding from London to Hollywood.
Biking's just kind of cool, so I think it's just relatable. It stands for something. And we just want to be the natural home of that. And also, we want to preserve motorcycle culture for the future.
There is so much more to bookmark, so stick around. Going off script in Los Angeles, we really try to find something for everyone. And I gotta say, you may be surprised to know about this.
My late mother was known to enjoy a martini at 5 p.m. sharp. This ritual was so well known among family and friends, they would ask if they could stop by at 5 o'clock. She understood the code and would have nibbles and a martini waiting for them at her home in Studio City. Her martini glass collection has been stored for the last 5 years. I recently made an arrangement with the operators of the Ramp restaurant in Burbank to display half of her collection, about 75 examples on the wall in their pub. I'm Bob Paris, and I'm about to reveal my mother's martini glass collection at the Ramp restaurant and bar in Burbank, California.
Well, Bobby's been one of our customers for many years, so he came up with the idea of asking us if he can place the glasses inside the bar, and I think they look beautiful.
About half her collection, there's 72 glasses out of a little over 140 in the collection. That was my daughter's idea to put up the sign above the doorway. We put up the sign to acknowledge my mom, but I didn't foresee that people, when being seated, would ask the staff here, who's Muriel? My mom enjoyed this one. I think she was hoping her grandson would like it. This is the kind of place she would love. It has a great ambiance, a great crowd of people, but it's a restaurant. The most important thing is the food, which is superb.
The Ramp is Italian and American food. You know, I have a lot of comments from people, the new customers, that they come in and they say, well, we thought it was just a bar, and then they come in and then they see the dining room, the restaurant, they have lunch or dinner, and they say, wow.
Only a dream away, nothing's as bright as the love light back home.
Yeah, my mom was the greatest mom a guy could have.
Home, when you're tired of roaming home, where the love is all homegrown.
I told you it'd be good, but I know you trust me, just like I trust Jessica Holmes in the kitchen.
You know those hot dogs, maybe you see them when you're leaving a concert in LA or a nightclub, but they smell so good. The hot dogs with the vendors on the street, and they're wrapped in bacon, and I'm gonna make a version of that. So what I'm gonna start with, it's this simple. You take your hot dog, you take your piece of bacon, and you wrap it, and that's it. And so I've got my griddle going back here. There we go, they're ready for it. And then we're gonna slice up some onions, and peppers. I'm gonna slice up this onion, pretty thin slices. Just gonna get those on there. Now to our peppers. I like the red and the green for this. All right, now onto our red pepper, same deal. Gorgeous red pepper. And sometimes I just cut the white membrane out in the middle. While our hot dogs are frying up back there, I'm gonna make a sauce. Now, if someone, only wants mustard, obviously they can have that, but the idea of combining it is actually really yummy, and you'd be surprised if you've never tried it. So equal parts, maybe a little less on the mustard. Okay, now mix it up and see what the color, that's how I know if it's right. It's looking right. It's kind of got the Thousand Island kind of a color. These kind of brioche, buttery, soft rolls. And I'm gonna just pop them under the broiler for a second, just to toast them up. You just want all the bacon crispy. So those are time to build our dog. Look at that. All crispy. We're gonna hit it with our sauce. Your LA dog. This is my new hot dog of choice.
We hope you had as much fun as I did going off script and rediscovering our incredible city. And as Wonder Tent Parties has shown us, sometimes the most memorable moments can happen right in your own backyard. So for now, I'm gonna stay in my tent, but I can't wait to hang out again next time. Mwah!